Welcome back. Season 6, day 2. I am so thankful for pretty weather. All right. Today's warm-up is going to be Thunderstruck with Burpees. I thought this would be kind of fun to do, even though we love to hate it at the box. So go ahead and download the song Thunderstruck by AC/DC if you can, or find it on YouTube. And every time you hear the words thunder or thunderstruck, you're going to do a burpee. So just reviewing a burpee, RX, you're going to jump it out, or squat down, jump it out, chest and quads touch the ground, jump it up. Okay, if you need to scale that, the first scale is going to be a step out. So squat down, step, step, down, step, step, up. Down, step, step, lower your body, get your body up, step, step, and stand. Okay, if you maybe have small children sleeping or can't find Thunderstruck or whatever, just do 36 burpees. Okay, I know that sounds horrible, but maybe take it in 6 sets of 6 or something like that. All right, when you're finished with that, your METCON for today is going to be an AMRAP with a buy-in and a cash out. So here's what you're going to do. Usually when we have a buy-in and a cash out, we do it all within the same running clock. I don't want to do that today. So you're going to do a buy-in without the clock running of 50 sit-ups. Okay, some of you have ab mats, you know how to use them. If you don't have an ab mat, I want you to do this modified setup here. Put your legs together, bend them, reach all the way back, and then your goal is to reach and get your heels right here. If that's a little too much, let's just look for the knees. All right, and if that's also a little too much, or you have some back problems or something like that, why don't you give me a crunch? So we're gonna do a crunch like this, where your back is pinned to the floor, and you're just gonna raise your shoulder blades up. 1, 2. So I'll take any of those. Then you are going to start your clock and begin the AMRAP. So on this, you're gonna do 10 lateral burpees over an object. All right, today my object is a dumbbell. And so I'm gonna put that dumbbell on the ground like this. And this is 10 total, not 10 per side. So I'm gonna do a burpee and I'm gonna jump laterally over. And then the next burpee, that was 1, 2. Notice on this one, I don't have my hands above my head. When we do burpees over an object, it is not necessary to put your hands over your head. Just try not to trip over your object, okay? If you need to scale it and step over your object, that's fine too. Then 15 push press. So once again, I've got my dumbbells, so I'll show you 2 different ways you can push press this. Our most frequent way we do is with one arm. Of course, if you have a pair of dumbbells, you can use that, but sometimes you might only have access to one, or maybe you're working out with a friend and you're kind of sharing your dumbbells. So I'm gonna clean it, and I'm just gonna dip drive. So it's a dip. Notice I'm not squatting, okay? It's just a little dip. Dip, 1, 2. I'm just using that hip to get the dumbbell moving. You can also do it like this. Dip, drive, 1, 2, 3. Okay, after that, you have 20 lunges with an object. So once again, I'm gonna keep my dumbbell, and on this, I think it's wise to just leave the dumbbell in the middle of your body. So I wouldn't put it on one side, but if you want to, that's fine. Step out, 1, 2. Okay, so you're gonna do that over and over and over again for 20 minutes, okay? So that's your AMRAP for 20 minutes. And when that's over with, you're gonna stop the clock, record your time, and then your cash out, once again, your cash out is not time, it's gonna be another 50 sit-ups. Okay, so now it's time for the skill. I have pull-ups on here. A few of us have a pull-up bar at home or something similar. And so I really put that in there for those that have that. So your warm-up is 5 strict pull-ups and then 5 kip swings. But for the rest of us, you are going to use your dumbbells or a couple of soup cans or maybe a duffel bag or something like that, and you're going to do some rows, okay? So it says within 10 minutes, establish max rep of kipping pull-ups or rows. So we're going to see how many of these we can get in 10 minutes. You're going to get a slight bend in your knee, and you're just going to pull those dumbbells up your body. 1, 2, 3. So here's what I want you to do. If you're doing rows, I want you to warm up with about 5 rows, and then I want you to stop, and I want you to really stretch it out real good. And then I want you to see how many dumbbell rows you can do without stopping. Okay, so you should be going into muscle failure. When you're finished, it's time for mobility, and you're done. Those of you with a pull-up bar, you're gonna do kind of the same thing. 5 strict pull-ups, and then do your kip swings, and then I say within 10 minutes, so don't go over 10 minutes on your attempts. See how many kipping pull-ups you can get in a row without coming off the bar. All right, so now it's time for the mobility. Today we have twisted cross and thread the needle. If you tuned in yesterday, we did thread the needle. It's one of my favorite stretches. So we're gonna do it again today because I feel like today is real shoulder intensive. So on your twisted cross, you're gonna lay down on your stomach. You're gonna put your arms out in a T, and then you are going to bend one arm and twist that leg back. Hold it for a minute. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Straight arm, bent arm, throw the leg back. If you want, you can flatten both arms, but I feel like the straight arm, bent arm gives you a better shoulder stretch out of it. And now we're gonna do thread the needle. Same thing we did yesterday. Get in a tabletop. Put one arm under the other. Hold it for a minute. Come up, and then repeat. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this one. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.